Hey guys, I'm back for some more Art of War 3, and yeah, the new Two Citadels tournament has just came back to Art of War 3. I think this is the second time it came back, so I'll be playing some of this tournament, so you guys can learn and maybe learn something, of course. Wait, what? Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so anyways, okay, as you guys have probably noticed from last year, you start off with a pretty big base with a lot of space to develop, including 3 HQs with the blue symbol on top. Now, what does this symbol mean? The blue symbol means that the building has been reinforced, okay? And so HQ is 5 times stronger. Okay, so since the HQ is 5 times stronger, the goal of this tournament is to destroy one HQ. Any HQ of the 3. Okay, so yeah, let's go. Yeah, so turns out we've been doing some good scouting. Can we get this? Come on, nah, we can't get this. Yeah, no way. Okay, so we did some good scouting, of course. As I have bunkers, so does my opponent. And it's a good thing that we start off with good defenses and walls. So that our base is pretty much fortified. All we have to do is add some more units and more defensive structures, along with even more walls to fully fortify our bases. Now, since our HQ is 5 times as stronger, now going for full Avia is practically useless because, yeah, you basically cannot destroy this HQ with just Avia, especially if this HQ is upgraded. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've destroyed the barracks I've built here for scouting to replace it with walls to maximize the defense potential, the potential of my defenses. Okay, and walling up the terrain is a good way to basically prevent any rush attacks. Because if a rush was to come here and I didn't have any troops, walling them will stall them to buy me more time. Okay, so walls are a pretty good idea. Of course, getting more supply centers to fully maximize our infrastructure and sending out a rifleman here to scout. Okay, so notice how there are no defenses here, and notice how there are no defenses here. It's basically a mirror reflection. So yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, so this is still HQ level 1. Okay, so it'll be easy to attack this HQ if we do decide to attack. And so, okay. So this is HQ level 3, so this is the HQ he's upgrading in order to unlock tech. Okay, this is the HQ I've been upgrading to unlock tech. Now, it is always worthwhile to upgrade the HQ in the middle of your entire base, because it's the one, it's basically the toughest one, right? So, yeah. Okay. And yeah, can I escape? Can I escape? Going through that forest, nice. Okay, so here's something. Okay, notice how 4 assault vehicle factories are present, according to the scout. Okay, so immediately I know he's gonna do a hammer, fortress, and heavy assault rush, because there's a level 2 barracks here. Okay, and since he's only HQ level 3, and he has hammers out, it is less likely for him to tech up and go for HQ 4, so I immediately know he's going to go for a rush. Okay, and so because of that, I produce some armadillos, so I can mine up the terrain. Okay, as mentioned before, going Avia, full Avia is a pretty bad idea. Okay, so force firing with hammers is a good idea. Although he doesn't force fire thoroughly through the forest, as I am easily able to move my riflemen here and there, yeah. Especially since hammers don't pack that much of a punch. You need to really attack. Okay, but anyways, I go for a little bit of a few hawks, because even though hawks will not be enough to destroy an HQ, it will definitely be enough to help defend my own base. Especially since there are HQs scattered around the area, moving ground troops to defend will be a little bit of a hassle. Right, okay. So, building ground troops to attack and aviation to defend is always the ideal. Nice. Okay. So fast forward this little portion up. Okay. Nice. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've been mining up the terrain according to entrances. Okay, so the walls basically block off any kind of attacks from there to there. So I mine up the entrances because that's the most likely area an attack will go to attack my HQ. Okay, so mining 3 entrances here. Okay, mining an entrance here, along with an entrance here. Okay, so since, as I mentioned previously in this video, okay, going aviation is not really an ideal, okay? So it is more worthwhile to mine the defenses so Confederation ground troops cannot effectively come into your base defense that easily. Okay, and since I put the dragonfly on top of the hill, my opponent does not see that I am currently scouting him. Okay, since my dragonfly is on top of the hill, they cannot view my dragonfly, but I can view their units. Okay, and so I put on the blue common attack boost so my hawks get a little bit more of the speed along with a few damage bonus. Okay, so attacking the central hammer to get the splash damage. Okay, come on, take it down. Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, so at this point in time, he is scattering his units. Okay, which is perfect, because if he does decide to attack with these hammers, he will later have to either attack with scattered units and out of position, or he's going to have to fall back to his base. And so I can tech up and get more stronger units, especially since I have a few jaguars present. It won't look good for him, and since he did not invest in any anti-air, yeah, his rush attack may fail. Okay, but I see additional troops moving to the east over there. Okay, a lot of heavy assaults and assaults moving down south. Okay, so it looks like he is definitely scattering his troops. Some moving to the right, some moving to the left, which gives me a better chance of surviving. Okay, because scattered troops are not decent in upfront confrontations with an enemy base. They have to be in position. Okay, nice. Splash damage took down 2 hammers. Okay. Nice. Okay, so he's regrouping his units right about here. Okay. And my dragonfly sees he is moving more units down to that central location, which basically gives me the go-ahead to move my troops over here to defend. Okay, since he is not moving any troops elsewhere. Okay, dealing as most damage as they can. And since my hawks ran out of fuel, they become slower, as of one of the recent updates. Okay. So, noticing that he is now starting his attack, put on the common defense boost to increase range of my gun tower and sniper tower. Okay. Of course, my gun tower is extremely weak. It's basically stock. I basically barely have any upgrades on it, but my mines are not stock. Oh no, they're not. My mines are actually pretty good. And seeing how my mines are dealing splash damage and destroying multiple hammers, it is extremely easy for me to defend. And seeing how he's not even moving his entire force, yeah, it's a mess. Okay, he's able to destroy that gun tower and a barracks, but yeah, now my ground troops are finally here. Okay. So that's what I've mentioned earlier in the video, okay? Don't build ground units to defend your base, as they take time to move. Okay? So get some sort of aviation to help defend. Or maybe just, siege your jaguars here and there. But I mean, then you're just gonna be wasting CP. So just get aviation for defense. And if your opponent attacks you with ground units, then you can move your own ground units, of course. There's no hassle in that. But I'm just saying, get aviation, because aviation is great for quick response and timed attacks, of course. And now rebuilding the lost gun tower and remining this area. Of course, putting walls here so the hammers will have a idea of where to go and will end up going onto my mines. Okay. So this little scout sees that he's building something. What is he building? A supply center. Okay, he's building a supply center, then I build 2. Okay, yeah, that's basically the rule. You build 1 supply center, then I'm building 2. Of course, we always need the upper advantage. Always in the battle. Okay, let's go. Go with this hawk. Let's see what he has. Okay, nice. HQ level 1 here still. Still HQ level 3. And with his army composition, he has Zeus, hammers, heavy assaults, and typhoons. Okay, so having air power as defense may not work as he is producing lots of typhoons. Now is where I have to plan a counterattack, of course. Perfect. Let's see. Okay, nope. My hawk's down. But this is HQ level 1. So, okay. He basically has the same layout as me. HQ level 1 here, HQ level 4 here, and HQ level 1 here. But instead of an HQ level 4, he only has an HQ of level 3. How many supply centers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And does he have one here? 6. He has 6 supply centers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 supplies. No, 10 supply centers. Yeah, I have a pretty big advantage. Of course, I'm producing lots of supply. Even with only with a blue boost, I'm still mass producing vehicles and doing stuff. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like he's moving units out. Okay, trying to deal as most damage as possible, but those typhoons are dealing some good damage to my hawks. Okay, even when not sieged. So, I have to retreat my hawks for a little bit, especially since I do not have numbers. And he is strategically sieging his typhoons so they become super effective. Okay. Especially near this kind of cliff, right? Okay. So, yeah. You know what I decide to do, right? Okay, so I move one Jaguar over here, so when it sieges, it'll be able to attack the Typhoon. Okay, it doesn't make sense, because there is literally a mountain between them, and the shells go through the mountain. But of course, it's Art of War 3, so yeah. Look at those shells going through the mountain. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna get some damage on that Typhoon before he decides to retreat. One more shot, nice. Okay, although I didn't kill it, it's still free damage. Okay. And with that gold vehicle scouting boost, I see that he's also moving additional troops over there. Okay, so I have to fall my Jaguar back. Okay, he is spreading out his units as if expecting a bomb run from Albatross, which is a really good idea, to be honest. Okay, since he does know I have air power, spreading out those troops is a very good idea. Okay, but I am now moving a small convoy of Jaguars over to the left of the map, because I am planning to strike him right here. This HQ right here is literally super close to the entrance. Okay, so I believe that if I go over here, I might be able to take down that HQ in a swift move, and it'll be a good victory. Okay, so it looks like he's moving even more troops down here to smash me. So if I don't react fast, I might be crushed by the overwhelming brute force of these troops. Okay, so I got mines, I got pretty good mines over here, some good defenses, and of course, I started upgrading this HQ, so it'll become tougher, because I can see that he is moving units over here. It's okay. Now I am going to move these units. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, Torrent is now raining. He knows that I have Jaguars over here. I don't think if I can make a sneak attack, but I'm gonna have to try. That's all the effort that matters. Okay, so if I try to attack, I may be able to destroy this HQ. And what's the worst that can happen? My attack fails, he attacks. Okay, that's the worst that could happen. But the best that could happen, I win the game. Okay, so I put on that vehicle scouting boost to increase the speed of my jaguars, and I start heading out. Okay? Now, looks like he is moving his entire troop, his entire army, over here to defend. Okay. Let's see how that's gonna play out. Okay, sieging the torrent very late though. Okay, I'm moving into his base, and he's building walls. Okay. This might be a good thumbnail. Right. But anyways, he's building walls, but it's too late. I already have units up, and basically all of my jaguars are within firing range of that HQ. We just need to siege it. Okay. So anyways, I focus fire onto this HQ and start sieging it. Okay, so dealing good damage. At this point, it's at a point of no return. He is at very little HP left, and his army is out of position. He has no good kind of formation. He has walls that are building, but it's not in formation. No good base defenses either. He didn't decide to upgrade any of his HQs to level 2 to make it tougher either. I've upgraded my HQ to make it tougher, along with mines and sieged jaguars as a defense. So if you guys want to play this tournament, what you have to keep in mind is that you always need a sort of defense when going at it on attack, right? I've seen units come over here, and so I put mines, I built walls, even an extra gun tower, sieged jaguars, okay, and kept the mining convoy right here, okay? This guy basically put his entire army away from his base and just built one rocket tower, the central location. I don't think he even built it, to be honest, but either way, he didn't defend well, and that's what cost him the battle. And so, once that HQ is destroyed, it's a victory. And so, good game, and good luck with your battles.